All righty. Hello, everybody. This is David Johnson. We've got Pull a Bear Ed. We've got, all righty. Hello, everybody. This is David Johnson. We've got Pull a Bear Ed. We've got Stacy, Twisted All Racing. We've got Craig Durbin. And, of course, you got Ugly Old Me. So y'all know the normal routine about what you type in the chat. Don't say it to your mother. Don't put it in the chat. You won't do it in front of your mother. Don't put it in the chat. Just plain out, don't put it in the chat at all if it's going to offend somebody, please.
And if your mother would allow that, send her my phone number.
All righty. Now, if y'all read the description, Small Engine Nation projects for the summer. If you got one being built, working on one, let us know what it is and what problems you may be running into, and we can see if we can help you. Bless you. See if we can help you get it straightened out or find you a way to work around the problem where you can either get to riding or whatever it is you may be working on.
And you got 2 days to get your project in for the Twisted $10 challenge. It ends the 13th.
You know, I thought about this, Stacy, and I was going to mention it to you a few minutes ago, and it didn't come across now. So I'm going to send you a text message. That way I don't announce it over across the channel because I don't want it to sound.
Hi, Pilo, Willie, Harold. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, Pilo.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Harold. So you got Willie CK. You see what I sent you?
Hang on. I got to go look.
You might get a kick out of that one.
Are we posting pictures again, David?
No. This is a strictly text message, all words.
Yeah, that might not be good to put in the chat. That could be interpreted the wrong way.
Yeah. But I mean, you think about it, without those two items, you can't really do a whole lot with mountain stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Let's see what
If you come in to say hi to handsome fellas, don't look at the panel.
Yeah. Definitely don't look at me. Good night.
Turn your camera
I'm going to sleep with a nightmare waking up looking at these, especially this ugly mug.
I can be a pretty fighter pilot if you want me to, as long as you turn the camera off. I mean,
I tell you what, if you want to see something cute, that video I shared with David last night from Jimmy DeRista, there's some cute kittens in there, even if you don't like cats.
Now look.
Cats make good fish bait.
In some countries, cats make a good cuisine. Just saying.
Oh no! See, I was gonna go in there and get me a piece of chicken, but I don't even want that now.
Well, little Debbie must not like cats because she got rid of the tiger paw, the tiger steaks.
Hey,
isn't that racist?
No, she kept the zebra stripes.
Oh,
Just got rid of the tiger cakes.
oh, okay. All right.
Hey, Craig, if you got the link to that video, Drista's welding, you can drop that over in the chat box so people can check that out. I thought it was pretty interesting myself.
Philo, do you love cats as company or as a side dish or main dish, or?
They're pretty good with a little bit of brown gravy.
Oh my goodness.
I like them with a little ginger and some fried rice.
Oh,
You know, cumin's always good with stuff. Everybody tends to forget the cumin.
And when you get done, you can always use the bones for toothpicks. I mean,
well, just remember now, gravy covers everything. So no taste gets through.
why do you think I put gravy on my cat?
Y'all check that video out. That's got some pretty good welding tips in it. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Philo, we're just playing.
Sound like Pilo's got a tabby cat.
Yeah.
I actually have a cat too.
I've got one. Drives me insane most of the time. She won't a whole lot to do with you unless she's hungry or she wants to go outside. But she's better company than my last ex-girlfriend. I'll just put it that way.
I'm pleading the fifth for fear of my wife. So.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. My cat belonged to my ex's daughter. The cat's still here.
Well, we know one thing: Twisted on the Rocks is no good.
No, we experienced that a couple weekends ago.
No.
May not be handsome, but at least I can make you laugh.
Oh yeah.
I used to have a long-haired calico cat that I loved to death. She was the cutest little thing. And then outside I had a black, almost all black Hemingway cat.
Wow.
I wish he wouldn't have left. He was cool.
I had a black and white cat one time, but couldn't get near it because it smelled so bad.
I had one of those too.
That's not a cat, Stacy. I'm sorry to say.
I had a pet raccoon used to ride around in the truck with me. I had him in the truck with me for about 5 or 6 years.
Stinky LePew is not a cat. It's a skunk.
I liked him because of the racing stripe. You know.
Yeah. Like that's another channel that it's pretty good. Where's that other one that I was looking at?
Well, my indoor cat is a short hair. She's gray and black, and she is super affectionate, especially when you don't want her to be affectionate. Her name is Minnie, but I call her Moo.
Move over.
How many people we got in here?
6 people,
Oh,
according to my count. All right.
I was going to say let's do a raid, but we need to get some more people in here.
Yeah.
Philo calls him cat, Jojo.
Do what, Craig?
I think Pila was saying she calls her cat JoJo or Juju, one or the other.
I called my cat Cat.
Well, I can't say what I call my cat most of the time.
Well, that's the only name I can say on screen.
We got 4 cats that roam around the yard. I call them get out of here.
Yeah.
The Hemingway cat I had outside, I called him Hemi. He just showed up one day and stayed for about 2.5, 3 years. But even in the wintertime, if I was going out to the shop, he would follow me right out, come right in the shop with me. Didn't matter what I was doing, cutting, grinding, beating on stuff, whatever. He'd just lay there and chill. Same thing in the summertime. Half the time I'd have to holler at him to get out of the shop when I was going to close it up.
Wanted somewhere warm to stay.
Me and my son Brandon found a little baby cat in a tree one time, and Mama was nowhere around. He couldn't have been more than 10 or 12 weeks old. I mean, he was a little bitty. And that cat and one other cat was really the only cats I ever had in the house. And that baby cat, I guess he was sick or something, and Mama didn't want nothing to do with him. Well, it was a female. And me and Brandon took her in, and boy, that cat just, we was both fond as we could be of that cat. And we woke up one night and she had died, and it broke both our hearts, and neither one of us have had a cat since.
Mm.
Hey, Mudster, what's up, buddy?
Mudster.
Like I said, I got my cat by default. The ex left the cat because she said she couldn't take her. Her daughter couldn't keep her because where she was living. So, you know,
Our favorite
I
kitty,
ended up with her.
which is our pet, is a squirrel named Peekaboo.
I like Peekaboo.
He's really funny when he's yelling at the robins.
I'd love to get another dog. It's just I'm not home enough to facilitate having a dog.
I bought Tabitha that Yorkie, and that's the biggest little pain in the ass I ever seen. Man, you know, I'm not home very often, and Tabitha we call her Toot. Tabitha lets Toot sleep in the bed with her. Well, when I come home, you know, I won't sleep in the bed with my wife. Well, I always wound up with a mouthful of fur before the night's over with.
My buddy.
That could be interpreted the wrong way, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that.
I didn't realize I said that till it came out, but I'm talking about the dog.
Yeah, it's too early to loosen the lug nuts on the bus, so I just let it slide.
Magic bus.
No.
What?
I had a buddy that years back that he drove over the road, but he had Rottweilers, 2 of them, a male and a female. And his wife would always bring the male in the house when he was out on the road. And he come home a day early one time to surprise his wife. And he walked back the hallway and opened up the bedroom door and basically got hit by like a 160-pound Rottweiler.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He didn't know the dog was in the house. He would let him in the house, but at night he always took him out back. Well, when he parked down the road and walked in the house and didn't, like I said, didn't know the dog was in there.
Huh.
Well, he thought the dog was going to have a heart attack when his wife turned the light and stuff on, and the dog actually seen it was him and that. He said that dog took off running into the corner of the bedroom, was coward and everything else. And my buddy's like, he goes, I didn't need to do anything. He goes, I opened the door up, and that thing hit me harder than any man had ever hit me. And I was on my back in the hallway, he said, and just about the same time, his wife clicked on the light and everything. And he's like, I'm lucky the dog didn't bite me, but he said as soon as that dog realized who it was, he was gone.
I had a little Chihuahua rode the truck with me. His name was Jake. He went everywhere with me. I woke up one morning and he had passed away. That was a sad deal too.
Hey Sam, how you doing?
It's hard to get me to take a pet in the truck with me anymore.
Sam, I'm doing pretty good.
When you got to go back to work, David?
Sunday night.
Oh.
I've been busy, but just not here.
They only give you a week off?
Yeah. They
Hey, Sam.
canceled all the week. They canceled my other week and said it was a company need that I didn't need to take that week off too. All I can say is I had to bite my tongue and try and walk off.
You're a better man than me.
Hey, tongue doesn't taste very good. I'm just telling you that, David.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've been biting mine a lot lately.
Well, actually, kind of, Sam. Haven't eaten none this week, though, surprisingly. Well, no, I take it back. I have.
Stacy, you need to graduate to Big League Chew. You want me to send you some?
That's the bubble gum shit, right?
Yeah.
The original grape flavor.
No, not like it used to be.
I was eating beef jerky, and that worked for a little while. Buster, I'm headed home, man.
He's in his favorite state, either Confucian or Colorado. You pick.
Either choice is right because they're both about the same.
Yeah. Well, I did say something to him to the fact that, that they have to pay out PTO at the end of the year. It's all the time that's accumulated during the year that's supposed to be used for vacation, days off, things like that. And I told him, well, I only take two weeks off every year, and it's always the same 2 weeks. But since you think I didn't need but 1 week off, I guess you'll have to pay me quite a few hours in PTO at the end of the year. I said, that can add up pretty quick. He says, what do you mean? I said, well, let me break it down to you like this. Anything over 80 hours has to be either taken or 100% paid out. So I accumulate roughly about between 8.5 to 9.5 hours every payday. Well, that's 26 paydays. You do the math and then multiply it by what I make an hour. That's what you're going to have to pay out. Home office does have a tendency of calling, wanting to know the reason why they're having to pay all these high paychecks out. Just make sure you tell them, the reason why mine is going to be close to about $4,000 is because you didn't want me taking off. And when I turned and walked off, I I don't think I've ever seen a store manager's jaw hit the floor as hard as his did.
So they don't turn my vacation down. Never have. Basically because, you know, I accumulated my short-term disability, which is 960 hours, in right around 11 years. It should take you 10 and a half without missing a day.
Yeah, my boss don't turn mine down either.
No, she just keeps scheduling you work.
Hey, Ed.
Ain't no vacation when you work for yourself.
Yeah.
Ed, by next year, you ought to have 6 months of vacation time.
Well, the 960 hours is our short-term disability. You have to accrue it by not using your sick time. And we figured it, when they tell you, you have to accrue it, it takes you 10 and a half years at 40 hours a week to accumulate the 960 hours. Well, I missed so little work that I did mine in just about 11 years. So they usually don't deny me my vacation when I ask for it, unless there's something major going on, which I try not to schedule my vacation for that. That's why when I took the 2 weeks in a row, my boss is like, "You okay? You having something done?" I'm like, "No." I said, I got a week I have to use, and I think it's bull crap that they're not going to give us the Friday after the 4th off like they usually do. So I'm going to burn the 4 days I'm carrying over on the first week of July. That way I start out fresh with 4 weeks. He's like, "That's fine with me." Of course, when I got back, I had to work 3 12-hour days and 11-hour day. And today I started cleaning stuff up and shutting stuff down half hour before my normal quitting time. And my boss come up and he was like, "Well, did you get this done? Did you get that done?" And I'm like, "Nope. "Oh, well, you coming in tomorrow?" I'm like, "Nope." I said, "Well, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow." I said, "But I'm working on my personal stuff." "Well, we need to get that stuff done." And I'm like, "I guess somebody should have done it whenever I was on vacation." Hey, Polly.
Ollie. Yeah,
Yeah, I got
go ahead.
I say I got to work on my daughter's Blazer tomorrow. She's got one of the old little Chevy Blazers, put spring hangers on it, and her fiance was supposed to be doing it, and that's what I was under the assumption. I was going to work on something on my own while they were using the lift. And she contacted me this morning and informed me that her fiance had something else come up, so I'm going to have to do it.
That's never good.
She
It's
better
just the
rise
point.
at you.
What's that?
She twinkle her eyes at you and say, "Come on, Daddy, I need it done."
About 3 weeks ago, she did. But it was under the understanding that, it would be easier to do it on the lift. So they were going to come up to my shop and use the lift. He was. And now he's not going to be there. So I have to do it. Hi, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah, Paulie, everybody does want a piece of my time. I'm some people's best friend when they find out that I got the access to vehicle lift and all kinds of power tools and everything else and all that.
It has the power.
Another friend of mine just the other day, we were talking and she's like, oh, by the way, my AC pump will be in Thursday. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, she's like, so when are you going to put it in? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know I was putting it in. I didn't know we were going to put an AC pump in your vehicle. That's the one I just did the spark plugs on.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, well, yeah, we talked about it when you worked on it. I said, well, yeah, I looked at it. I said, yes, that's what's making noise. I said, but I never said anything about, doing the AC pump on it. Oh, well, I guess I can find some place to do it. I'm like, well, if you can have it put on, I said, I can put the charge and stuff in it. So, well, you can bring it to me and I can take the refrigerant out of it. I said, and then you can have somebody put it on. I said, and I can recharge it. But I said, I looked at that thing. I said, that is not an easy job. That thing is buried deep down inside that front end of that motor. I don't even know going from the bottom if you can get to it easy.
Oh, that's not good.
And of course, I reminded her about the doing them freaking spark plugs, how much of a pain in the ass that was. And I did it because I felt bad for her, but
Yeah, some of them cars that they come out with now, they just seem like they love burying everything down inside the engine. So far, either you have to pull the engine or you have to tear half the front end apart just to get to that one piece. It's crazy.
Yeah, just take the cab off. It'll be easier.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine did glow plugs on his Duramax, his 06, and that's the easiest way to get to them. Pull the cab and front clip off. Lift. He has a lift, and they unbolted the cab and unplugged everything, and actually lifted it up and got to the motor and did them, and then dropped it all back down on.
A buddy of mine was doing warranty work on a brand new Duramax that didn't get something right in the lower end. And because it was a warranty engine swap, they would not let them pull the cab off the truck to swap that engine out. They had to drop all the subframe parts for the four-wheel drive out from underneath the truck to get the engine out.
Jeez.
We'll see on the 06s, if you look at the there's a TSA technician service bulletin thing on it. They tell you to do the glow plugs to pull the cab off, because if you break one of those glow plugs, you have to pull the head, and to pull the head, you either have to pull the motor or pull the cab. So they tell you to pull the cab, lift the cab up to do it. Hey, low lid.
It's easier to work on them with the cab out of the way anyway, because you can get to everything on the top side of the transmission and everything else.
Yep.
Okay. I'm doing pretty good, Polly. Got that carburetor in for that Yamaha that I got. I'm gonna tell you what, that thing rips. I thought it was good before. Now, huge difference.
David's actually counting down the last year's vacation hours He gets to go back to a nightmare Sunday night, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, right? And it's about to get worse here in about a month. They're getting ready to do a total store remodel. And that's going to be a major headache because a lot of the departments where they're at now is not going to be there when we get done with it. Yeah, I thought about doing the Yamaha 350 Warrior video, but I was going to put the old carburetor on there and show you how it run before, and then do an after video with the new car. But yeah, that carburetor is garbage. I'll probably wind up doing a ride video with that four-wheeler soon. Supposed to do some riding tomorrow with some friends of mine. So, and speaking of riding, our good buddy Making Tracks. We'll see if I can find his channel. That way we can send some people his way.
He's been blazing up a storm.
Yeah, he has.
Dude, I watched most all his videos. I don't know how they go through some of that stuff, man.
Oh, it is. It is awesome.
I mean, that would kill me, you know.
He's that's another great rider right there. So I'm gonna drop his channel in here. That way, some of the ones that's not knowing who he is and not buddied up with him can go visit him and watch some of his videos and see if he's one of the ones that they would like to watch and be a part of the family with, if you know what I mean. He's doing good too because he's got 630 subs at the moment. His last video was dropped 21 hours ago, titled "Could You Keep Up? KTM 450 EXC-F." And that's just part of the title.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. I got it in my watch later file.
Yeah. And of course, we got another one of our Sam. You know what? I did not see this until now, but you've been taken care of. And Sam's Garage, he's been rolling pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
Sam's got a ton of off the wall, awesome builds.
Yeah, he's more than my channel too there, Paulie. I'll go check Sam out, the ones who's not linked up with him. Yeah, I like it. Little Razor remote controlled. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, I know what you mean there, Willie. That's another channel y'all need to go check out. It's Willie's channel.
I got Willie.
Willie does some great videos. The one guy we haven't seen for quite a while, and that's Richard P. I don't know what happened to him, but he had some pretty awesome videos as well.
Yep. If someone got hurt, it wasn't your fault. Yeah, I haven't watched that last video yet, and that's sitting in my wait to watch list too.
Yeah.
When I get confused or lost, I always ask myself, what would Willie do?
Hey,
You got to
brother.
clarify. You got to clarify which Willie. Nelson or CK?
Nelson. He just roll one up and puff.
All right, Paul, you have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Later, Polly.
Later, Paulie.
Yeah, I'm definitely got to watch out one, Sam. Well, they don't really look at channels like mine too much because I'm not making money off of them. They're not making money off of me.
You can say gotcha or subbed and stuff like that if you use it in a sentence, a complete sentence. You can't just say sub you, sub me back, or you got to use it in a complete sentence.
Yeah.
I always like to go to the chalkboard and scribble a little. That's just me.
Yeah.
Just
remember-
If you go to your community tab, there's a whole list of words that you can't say.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
The way I look at it, just don't eat the yellow snow. You'll be all right.
And heck with the
Knock
blue
on my
and,
door.
and heck with the blue and the red pill. I just took the pink one.
That's why my snow cone tasted funny.
You keep it up, Stacy, you might actually be happy for a minute.
You know, if you wind up eating a brown snow cone, you know you done went too far.
Is that a root beer float or is that a? Never mind.
The brown snow cones taste like shit.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Is it RC Cola or Ricola? I don't know, Stacy. You're gonna have to find a better group of friend than me one of these days. I'm just saying.
I'm only allowed to have one friend at a time.
If you keep hanging with me, you're gonna end up in trouble somewhere.
In jail, probably.
We're taking that off the bucket list. No Tijuana. I'm just telling you that right now. We're not going to Tijuana.
Well, they wouldn't be getting no virgin if they got me. So
Three hots and a cot and a buddy named Bubba.
I went to jail in Reynosa one time. That wasn't no fun. But I had a pocket knife. I had a pocket knife in my pocket. Me and Tabitha went to the market over in Reynosa, right across the Mexican border. And I reached in my pocket to pay for something. And when I pulled my hand out, I had my knife in my pocket. They arrested me for concealed weapon.
Wow.
Well,
right.
when I got my wallet back, there wasn't no money in it. Took Tabitha 2 days to get me out of jail.
All right, night, Boneyard.
It's probably the quietest 2 days she had on vacation ever.
Shut up, Greg.
Hey, Stacy, how close are you guys to that tropical storm that's moving into Texas and that Louisiana?
I don't know anything about it. I don't even know where it's going to hit.
Well,
We're 40
the
miles.
way
We're 40 miles north of Houston. Due north.
okay, you'll be probably on the edge of it then. I think is what it said.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go up like great along Louisiana, Texas border there.
Yeah. I had heard it was going to hit New Orleans area. That'd be Louisiana, Mississippi border.
If it hits Tulsa, I might worry.
No, SV Seeker's got that covered.
Hey, Mr. Mom Joe, what's up?
Hey, Mr. Mom. Hadn't seen you in a while.
I seen Joe earlier today.
Joe's all over the map. He's kind of like we are.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him. Of course, I haven't been on too much, but between running down to about 30 minutes from my house, helping a guy out working on some stuff down there so he can make a few dollars. Oh, it's been a rat race back and forth. Yeah.
That would be a bad day, Sam.
Evading the police on a GoPed? Were they bicycle cops?
Hey, what are those things that have the two wheels and you stand on it? It's got handlebar that comes up.
That's a GoPed.
No, it's not a GoPed.
Or is that gas powered? It's like a gas powered skateboard almost.
Are you talking a Segway?
Segway, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me and my cousin went and rode them things one day. You want to talk about two fat monkeys violating a football? That was. I spent more time on the ground, and when you fall over, the little girl that works there's got to come over and reset it. So we rented them for like 30 minutes, and I told that little girl, I said, you might as well just get on here with me. Instead of having to walk from one end of this place to the other to reset it.
Oh my Lord. I think I would have loved to have seen that on video.
Well, you know those sailboats that have the buoys on the outside that they use in islands as a counterweight on the side? You know what I'm talking about, Stacy?
A catamaran?
Yeah, but it's got the outhangers, the outrigger out on one side to
Yeah,
keep it
yeah.
flipping
Yeah.
over. If I got a
Yeah.
paddle boat, that's what it would look like with my wife on the other side of it.
Yeah.
She'd be just floating out in the air, and I'd be doing all the work.
Well, Kathy ain't no bigger than a popcorn fart. I mean, her
No.
side of the boat wouldn't even be in the water.
If I put a Rottweiler in with her, it still wouldn't keep that side of the boat on the water.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Willie, I don't know about the halogen replacements, but you might be able to get an LED light that's the same size to fit in them.
Well, it's been a weird week for YouTube this week. It's been weird all week.
Hi, Miss Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy Craig did it. I had no part in it.
Craig's a bad influence in this one.
I don't influence anybody. I just speak my mind. Whether people listen or not, that's their choice.
Yeah, but when you're holding a big ass club, they kind of tend to listen.
I don't have clubs. I don't have gangs. I just have family members.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
Willie,
not,
I'm not
we're
familiar
not a
with those.
squad or a mob. We're a nation.
Hey, Willie, I'm not real familiar with those headlights. Are they round or are they square on those? Because if they're round, you might be able to get some of the backup lights that go in the like trucks and trailers and stuff like that. They might fit in the hole.
What about the
And you'd have a.
56?
Well, I'm saying
They're
replace
too far on far.
the headlights for his tractor are no longer available and they're burnt out. And he was thinking about replacing them with halogens, but he didn't know if he could find any that would fit. And I'm thinking if you could take the whole bulb assembly out and put a
What kind of tractor is it?
Alice Chalmers, I think he said. Is that right?
Get a hold of I Save Tractors. I can tell you where to get them. He's all off into that kind of stuff.
Kathy said use candles. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Kathy, I do have plans for the weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to work on my daughter's truck. And hopefully, if weather permits, I'm going tractor pulling Sunday.
Nice. Can't wait to see that video.
Well, I've been watching the weather all weekend or all week. And they started out saying that it's going to rain a little bit Saturday afternoon, but now they've backed clear up into Saturday night, early Sunday morning. So, and hopefully it stays north. We're going south. Hopefully it stays up here up north and doesn't rain down south.
Willie, look up LED warehouse. You can buy lights there by the dimension.
Yeah.
I got a screen for him. I've got 2 LED headlights for Alice Chalmers. 160, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 190 XT. That's a replacement LED bulb assembly. I think it just goes right on the back of the housing itself.
Yeah, it looks like a two-piece.
And it's got wires on it.
Yeah, he just said it was a Simplicity, though. I was wrong. It wasn't a Alice.
Well, I Save Tractors can still tell you where to find that kind of shit.
Yeah.
He's all
Hey, Sam,
off into that.
Hey, Sam, what amusement park you going to there, buddy? You going to Kennywood?
They've got a lot of roller coasters and a wave pool. That sounds like fun.
That sounds like Kennywood.
I'm only seeing 5 thumbs up. What's wrong with that?
Well, there's 8 watching. I see 11 thumbs up.
Okay.
7 watching.
Well,
The right fixture. I
So
don't
is
know
that,
if you can see that or not.
is that a 1970s model?
Simplicity 3412.
weird shape and size. I imagine they probably are.
Kathy, I'm not doing Joe this weekend. I know what you mean. I'm just giving you a hard time.
All right, Sammy, I've heard of that one.
Well, hopefully I'll get some FSX time this weekend. Get it a little closer to being done. I don't like much on it.
I just hope if I do get to pull everything holds together.
I bet you LED Warehouse can get them. I've never had a problem. I've had some pretty strange.
And Willie says he's got a part number somewhere.
Yeah, if I make it on Saturday, if I make it on tomorrow, it'll be late tomorrow night. Then I got to go deliver these tanks Monday morning. Probably gonna wind up going to Oregon again end of the week. A Hot Wheels thing. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I wish I still had all the Hot Wheels I had when I was a kid.
You know, I never did have too many Hot Wheels cars.
I had a wall full of them. My grandpa always told me, you need to take care of them. Them will be worth some money someday.
We got a guy that comes into Walmart all the time looking for them. He's looking for the Treasure, Hot Wheels Treasure cars, because they have the rubber tires on.
Yeah.
And he gets mad when they don't put them out. It's like, it says y'all got the delivery today. How come y'all ain't got them out here? And I'm like, you know what? I don't deal with that. I set a mod, and that's all I do. Well, can you go back there? No, I can go back there and check, but that's about all I can do. I can't even bring them out to the floor for you. I had to get somebody else to do it.
I buy every red line series I can find. You don't find very many red line series anymore.
No.
Hey, Dave, I ordered some stuff on Walmart.com and had it shipped to the store for pickup.
Yeah.
I never knew they shipped via FedEx to the store.
It's either FedEx or UPS.
It was FedEx because I had a FedEx tracking number.
Yeah. But most times it depends on the supplier. We have had some things come in through DHL.
Well, this was
Amazon
they usually stock it.
Walmart too.
Yeah.
Well, this is something they usually stock, but they were out of it. So I ordered it to have it shipped to the store. I just figured it'd be on whatever. And when it sent me my information that my order was placed and shipping, it had a FedEx tracking number. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It was free shipping, but I mean, it just kind of threw me back because I've ordered stuff like that before and had it shipped to the store, and it was always just, you know, through their normal.
E3606.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll have the delivery come in on a normal truck, but sometimes we'll get it, FedEx, UPS. I have seen the regular mail carrier bringing stuff in. That is a weird looking bulb. They're saying that Walmart.com has it. Yeah, I'll send you.
Mom, I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm a Hot Wheel nut.
I'm gonna send the well, come on, man. There we go.
Find a link to it, David.
I did. Just sent it to him. $76.82 for that one bulb.
That's for a halogen bulb?
Replacement for miniature lamp T3606 replacement light bulb. That's what it says. 12.80 volts, 22 watts, 1.719 amps. Bulb shape is par 16. That is a weird looking bulb.
Does it give you the option to cross it with a LED replacement?
I don't see that. Yeah, I don't blame you there either. For $76, you could basically fabricate something to hold a bulb for that price.
We made a set of bulbs one time with some sheets of Lexan, a heat gun, and some LED lights.
Yeah. That is retarded on the price. Let me show you what I'm looking at.
That link you put in there, oh, I was talking about Mr. Mom's Racing. Said he had a YouTube channel. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right there. All right, Stan, be careful. Hey, you see the way that bulb is shaped?
You get a pair of these, David, for $62.99, and you just have to convert the socket to spade terminals, and it'll run on 12 or 24 volts.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation. Before I'd pay that kind of money for one bulb.
Yeah, you can light
And these,
the world up with that right there.
well, not only that, but they got a warranty on them. So if there's a problem with them, then you can get them swapped out.
Yeah.
But they're a 4.5 inch, 18 watt LED work light, and they should fit right into the socket. So
Have the dimensions on this bulb, so I mean, they don't.
Well,
They don't
it's
see
the
anything.
same for the Alice, the John Deere, and the Simplicity. They all use that same bulb size. So this would be a lot better deal for him. You know, they're sealed in an aluminum housing on the back, and you get a 2-pack, like I said, for $62.99. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
That link I put in there to Mr. Mom's other channel.
That's on Amazon, Willie.
Yeah. Hang on, Willie. I'm going to send you a link to my stop that. My YouTube Messenger, and then I'll you click on this link, and we'll add you to my YouTube Messenger, and then I'll paste the Amazon link to you.
No problem, Joe.
I'll be back in just a minute.
All right. And see, you know, we're told that, well, I've heard through the grapevines, I should say, that we don't build anything, we don't help anybody out, you know, things like that. Well, this right here, if you got eyeballs and you got eardrums, you can look and see that we do help people with problems. You know, they may have a problem finding a light bulb like tonight. It's no big deal for us. This is what we do. This is why we're here. So, you know, if you think negative towards us helping somebody, well, you can go suck a lemon for all I care. Yeah.
Hey, Willie, on that Simplicity, does it got just the 2 round headlights like in the grill, or does it have the 4, 2 on each side of the grill itself in its own little housing? I was just thinking that my Simplicity has the 2, or like a 2-inch bulb or whatever it is on each side of the grill that has its own little bump out housing. Okay, so yeah, you got the little pods on each side. Okay, I know which ones you're talking about now. I got that number wrote down, that T3606. I have a bunch of old bulbs at work. I'll see if I have any of those.
They're probably pretty common with the golf carts too, aren't they, Ed?
These lights are only like, if I remember correctly, on my Simplicity, they're only like 2 inches across, the reflector, the housing itself. So I'm imagining it's a pretty small bulb in there. But like I said, I've got a whole bunch of old incandescent bulbs and stuff at the shop there that I'll never ever use. I mean, they're old GE bulbs, matter of fact, and they're like in a cardboard tube thing. And I was just looking at them earlier this week that I need to go through I got a big storage thing that has all my bulbs and stuff in it, and that I was really thinking that I need to go through that and get rid of a bunch of those old bulbs that I'll never use, because everything we have now is either you know, LEDs or halogens or whatever.
Is Willie in our Hangouts group?
I don't know. I don't see him in there. Hey, Willie, send me your email address, please. You can send it to smallenginenation@gmail.com. Hey, Craig, have you been to Small Engine Nation mailbox yet?
I was in there the other day and there was an email from somebody wanting Small Engine Nation stickers, and I left that email was unread.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Hey, David, let me look in the back and see what stickers I got in here.
Okay. Yeah, it probably would, Willie.
We've just been running short on stickers, I think. So we're in the process of trying to work all those situations out.
All right. Hold on one second. Nobody type anything yet. All right. Okay.
Hey, David,
Yes, sir.
forward that email to me. I'll send him some when I get home.
All right. Well, it's in it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Greg, didn't you say you needed some more for the Australia package, or?
Shit.
We need some more for both packages.
Oh,
I grabbed that email, David.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put him in the nation box. And then I'm going to drop his email in the Hangout group we're in right now. So,
All right. Got you. Yeah, I got it too. Let's see here. And let's see. Forward it to.
I know that the Google is doing away with Hangouts at the end of the month, but I believe that another company has purchased Hangouts. So we will probably continue to do the day-to-day Small Engine Nation stuff in Hangouts until we find out what the changes are going to be like.
Yeah. Yeah, that was June 13th. Sorry about that, Joe.
And we could add Joe into the Small Engine Nation Hangout box as well if he wants to be in there.
So I'll check it, but I'll check it like maybe once a month, maybe. That's usually at the beginning of the month. It's the only time I check your Small Engine Nation Gmail account.
I tried to get on the Small Engine Nation channel the other day, and they kept telling me I had a bad password. But we'll talk about that later.
Well, it hasn't been changed to my knowledge.
No, it hasn't been changed at all. So if you need that, you can get that for me.
I was gonna get on it and go in some support streams and build it up some. Yeah, Kathy, we need a secretary. Keep it up, you'll get elected.
I got timed out in Nate's stream, and I came back in Small Engine Nation the other day.
Who in the world timed you out?
Nate was trying to carry a beer with his phone or a couple beers with his phone, and his finger hit it by accident.
Wow.
And I was like, just when you think you can get rid of me, look what happens.
You got dumped by Michelob Ultra, man.
Hangouts is pretty simple. If you're using an Android or an Apple product, you just install the Hangout application. If you're using a laptop or a computer, you just go into Google Chrome and you go to hangouts.google.com and it'll bring you right into your Google Hangouts.
Yep.
It'll work on Firefox, but it don't work very well.
It's not real friendly with Firefox, Mozilla, Internet Explorer, or Microsoft Edge.
Or that other one, Opera. It hate that web browser big time.
And we are looking at other programs.
We do have Joe's email. He sent an email requesting stickers. So
we're looking at other programs to do our live streams with. StreamYard is an option, but we're looking at other places as well. So
Willie said you lost me a computer.
Me too, Willie. I'm just lucky to be on here.
Willie, if you've got an Android phone or an Apple phone, it's an app you download from the Play Store or from the iTunes. If it's a computer, it's just a web link. It's pretty easy to go to.
Yeah, my Google Chrome, as soon as I bring Chrome up, it has a little icon right there below the search bar that says Hangouts. That's Hangouts in YouTube. I click that and I'm right here.
I just put a H in the search bar and it pulls up Hangouts immediately.
Yeah, anybody curious in seeing exactly how big Small Engine Nation is, how far it's spread, just do a Google search on it or even a YouTube search. You'll see.
A friend of mine told me today that he tried to count all the members and he quit counting at 275. How accurate that is, I don't know, but I know we've counted a couple times and there's over 200. So.
Yeah.
If it came with your phone, Joe, did you get the headache free with your phone? Because my phone came with one.
I said my phone had all the Google stuff in it already. I just had to click on the Hangouts and start adding emails.
Now mine came with a bunch of fruit product crap that I don't use.
That's called fruit salad.
You know what? I wish I'd have never said nothing in this crowd.
Hey,
just
at
make a
least-
pie out of it, Stacy.
Do what?
We'll just make a pie out of it. After all, it is an apple. It is an apple. It could be a Granny Smith pie if you get done with it.
Pour some muddy Mountain Dew in it.
Ugh.
at least you're not tossing the salad.
Ouch.
I knew somebody was going to say that sooner or later. Ick.
And the wheels on the bus go round and round.
And
You
it
know,
felt-
We just lost a couple tandems, man.
you know how to fix that fruit product, don't you, Stacy?
Oh Lord.
Heat it up in the skillet and then put a scoop of ice cream on top.
Yeah.
the sad part, all of it fell in the wrong jar to begin with.
Yeah, Joe, if all else fails, just ask your wife. She'll tell you.
Like I said, I'm sorry I said anything.
Oh my goodness. I'm just scrolling. I did a YouTube search on it, and I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
You know what I like better is go do a Ryobi 2 USA search.
Oh man, yeah.
You might find me and Craig on there.
Well, that would be a definite. More than likely, top of the list.
Hey, wife, your phone's ringing. Just saying.
Oh man.
Craig, don't make me have to listen to you take a ass whipping tonight, all right?
You baking your pot now, Greg?
You wouldn't what? Why? Huh?
Your wife said you had barbecued ribs, baked pot, and green beans for supper tonight.
That's potato.
Baked potato.
Potato.
Oh,
Yeah. Me and pot turn into a headache, and I don't like it. So
Me-
I avoid pot.
I was fixing to say I prefer my pot uncooked, but you know.
You don't want no pot? Potato. That's
potato.
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 You guys must not have abbreviated shit when you were in school.
I never had to abbreviate that word. P-O-T.
Excuse the shit out of me, all right? Damn.
You can potato what you want. I prefer bacon anyway.
We did abbreviate potato. We just called it tater.
Yeah.
Or spud.
Oh, man. I figured you guys would have figured that out, but evidently I was wrong.
We're men.
I'm glad-
Things
I'm
that
glad
take
I'm out. I'm glad I'm out of her reach right now.
Sorry, Kathy. You know, it's almost 11 o'clock here, and the wheels on the bus are wobbling, and you know,
Yeah,
it just.
we're gonna crash here in a few minutes, I'm sure.
Must be all that POT.
PTO, probably.
PTO. Who knows?
Speaking of PTO, I ordered a brand new PTO shaft for my Case 530 today from Amazon for $133.
Yes, you did.
Pretty good buy, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot cheaper than what my buddy's looking one for a customer he's working on.
Well,
They're
I'm still waiting on this stupid video to upload.
They used to carry PTO shafts at Orscheln's, but they don't do that anymore. You have to order them off the website. And I so, well, if I'm going to order from Orscheln's, I'd just soon rather order it from Amazon.
Get it a lot quicker.
Faster would probably be a better part.
Yeah.
I used to haul them, you know, the little trailers they have out front. I used to haul them little trailers to Orscheln's and Tractor Supply and what's the other one? There's several of different Ranch and Farm and all them kind of places. And you walk into one and it's, I mean, Tractor Supply, Orscheln's, they're all about the same, you know.
Yep. And all them trailers are kind of funny. They make me laugh. They put wood floors in those little utility trailers, and they run ring shake nails through the angle iron, goes into the wood and through the angle iron, and that's the way they leave it.
Huh.
Not carry-on trailers.
The ones that you buy for lawnmowers and whatnot,
Yeah, they don't have any nails in them.
they nail the floorboards.
They don't have any screws in them or nothing. The angle iron is the only thing that holds the boards in them. I've had the boards fly out of them.
You go out to Orscheln's and look at the new trailers, they're using nails to hold them in. I was like, well, that kind of makes you wonder if the steel and that angle iron is worth using. You can run a ring shake nail through it.
Well, them damn Tractor Supply's got, you put a 6-pack of beer in them, they're overloaded.
Hey, Twisted.
Yeah.
I just did the hashtag Small Engine Nation search on Google.
Yeah.
How about I come up with over 4,480 search results?
Holy shit. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a bunch. I did a shout out video for this stream on YouTube, and as usual, had no effect. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to do them or not.
There's 13 thumbs up, 7 people still watching from what I see, which is fine for me.
Yep, you grow and you grow.
Yep. I sent you that email too, or forwarded it to you.
Oh, okay.
And people will figure out where the happening place is at. They'll be here.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of felt like live stream hog, you know, streaming 3 nights a week, and it got to be more than I could handle.
It's a full-time job for several people.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to concentrate on videos and can't concentrate on videos for doing live streams, and you know.
You're really trying to concentrate on the road. It's all kinds of a cluster.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Willie. There's a few people that pay attention to them. You and Junkyard, and I've noticed Boneyard's starting to pay attention to a few of them.
Yeah, I just wish the family guys would pay attention to them. Oh, wait a minute, that's me.
The only shout out video I haven't watched so far, Stacy, is the last one you did today.
Yeah,
I just haven't had time today to do it.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to do some twisted raids and stuff too, and I think that's what's frustrating. But I mean, I do understand people have jobs, and a lot of time I do that in the middle of the day, you know.
Yeah.
So by the time they see it, the live stream that I'm spitting the raid out for is already done. So, you know.
Well, they can always hit the after party, which is the the video afterwards. They can always
Well,
go in and watch that.
it'll eventually catch on. I mean, it's not a big deal.
That's kind of one of the things that makes it Messenger kind of nice, is because you can drop the link in the Messenger. You know, I have several group messages that we got a lot of people in the message, and I'll just drop a link right into the group message.
Yeah, I haven't been watching as many videos as I need to be watching. I'll be the first to admit it. But I've got, my youngest one trying to get married up, dealing with that and dealing with some other shenanigans that
People calling you at all weird hours of the day and trying to sleep, work, and carry it on.
see Antonio dropped another video.
He been dropping a lot of videos here lately.
Antonio scheduled all these videos to drop before his child was born, and he's got enough videos to last for, I think that he can drop 1 or 2 a day for 6 months. He had a whole bunch of stuff in his queue.
Got the U-joints dry shaft replacement part 2. The latest one.
You know, the man's got 6 babies, so in 2 full-time businesses, he's got plenty to do.
Oh yeah. Well, there's Brandon.
That's
Yeah,
it, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon's slacking.
Let's see here. If you got a free minute there, Brandon, you can jump on in.
Brandon may know where to get them lights. He's pretty slick at that stuff.
Hey, Willie, hook up with Brandon, BS Small Engines. He wants to know how to add the Small Engine Nation. All right, Willie.
Let me take care of Joe real quick. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. He has another set of lights. You just don't want to pop them. Yeah.
I got to get over to Brandon's and pick up that John Deere mower he gave me.
Oh, did you see those tires I picked up, Stacy?
The what?
The tires that I picked up?
No, I hadn't. Dude, I've been running with my ass on fire for the last 2 weeks, man.
Oh, I know. I couldn't help but grab these.
Hey, if you find a good deal on tires, you better grab them, because I paid damn near $100 for one back tire for my Cub Cadet. And I got a golf cart that I'm going to start building here before too long, and all the tires are bad on it. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do for tires for it.
Look online, Stacy. There's a lot of places that do the lift kits and stuff like that on the new golf carts. and they
Yeah.
take the factory tires off, and they'll sell them for like $40 a piece with the rim.
Well, I'm building it for Tabitha. So, you know, she's used to running around in my F450. So she wants her golf cart lifted with big tires on it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I just sent you.
Well,
I just sent you a picture of what I got. Sorry about that.
I had to look at it after the stream. I got so much shit going on here. Still trying to upload this stupid video.
The best thing I can tell you for the lifted carts is check on Amazon stuff for the ATV tires.
Yeah. Well, I got a buddy of mine worked at a Polaris dealer. He told me when I got ready, he would get me a set of wheels and tires for it. But it's got a 14 horse Kawasaki in it. It's a gas engine. And you know, when you put it in gear and mash the gas before the engine starts. Well, the engine doesn't start anymore, but I was going to pull that engine out, and I've got a GX 690 I want to put in it. And the crank's I've already turned the crank down to 1 inch, so the clutch and the torque converter and everything should work. But is there a way to bypass that where I can have the engine running with it in neutral and then put it in gear and drive off?
Yeah, you can just eliminate that. You can just eliminate that circuit and put a regular key start switch on it like a regular motor.
Okay.
And if you set the RPMs low enough on it, you shouldn't have to put it in neutral. That clutch shouldn't engage. That belt should just slip. And then when you give it gas, that torque converter should kick in and go.
Well, this GX 690 that I've got's already been twistified.
Uh-oh.
And I told her, I said, look, you know, you're going to have to be careful. If I build this for you, you're going to have to be extremely careful with it. Oh, I put one of them motors on a friend of mine's. He had a motorcycle. He blew the motor up in. So we put one of those engines on it that I had built. I had 6 of them, and I built all of them. And he rides it around today. It was a Harley. He blew the Harley engine up. So we took it out, put that Honda 690 motor in there and run it through the Harley transmission. And he run 80, 90 mile an hour down the road with it all day long.
Well, the only thing on them golf cart transaxles is they don't like to be slammed into gear.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said if you can get the RPMs low enough to where the torque converter will let the belt slip, you can leave it in forward or reverse, and then when you hit the gas, that clutch will engage and go just like a regular golf cart.
If you want some entertainment, just put my wife on that mower of mine.
That thing about her 6 feet out of seat. You had to put her above bull rigging on that thing to ride.
Wow.
I'm surprised she's heavy enough to activate the seat switch. I thought she'd have to have a cinder block on her lap.
Well, you can't push down on the deck pedal. I have to do that for her.
The what pedal?
The deck pedal. There's a pedal that you have to push down to release the deck so it'll go up and down.
Oh, deck. Okay, deck.
It's kind of like
That's not what it sounded like a while ago.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Kind of like the clutch pedal on my 460 International. She could stand on it with both feet and it doesn't move.
We used to have a guy that was.
Go ahead.
I said we used to have a guy in our grounds department when he first started. He'd go over rough terrain on the zero turn, and it would actually with a PTO engaged, it would actually kill the motor on and off and it'd start backfiring and stuff. And he called me up one day and he thought the motor was blowing up. I'm like, no, dude, the thing's fine. I said, take it across the yard there and let me see what it's doing for you. And he did. And I watched him and he's bouncing up and down in his seat, because it's so rough. And you could hear the motor just pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, here, give me a second. I flipped the seat forward, unplugged it, crossed it. So I said, now go back to mowing. Never did it again. He goes, well, what the heck was going on? I'm like, it's the safety switch in the seat. I said, you're too light. I said, you're bouncing up and down off this switch and it's turning the motor on and off.
Okay, I have a dumb question for our IT department. I'm looking at this TubeBuddy Tools thing here. It
Okay.
says apply card template. What the hell is a card template?
Well, card template can be one of many things on TubeBuddy. It could be a picture, image,
I'm almost
still
ready to
shot
click on it.
from the video itself.
You haven't set any of your other videos as a card template yet. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's where you, okay.
It should give you an example somewhere in that list.
Well, it gives me instructions, but I was doing the typical man thing and not reading the damn instructions. So.
Well, it's just like anything, men don't read manuals.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Craig, it sounds like you need to Cathify that pedal.
I told her we could get her some leg weights, but she doesn't want to do that either.
I'm sure they make electric actuator to raise and lower that deck with.
Yeah,
Oh,
As an option.
Hell, as much money,
It's got a lock pin on
as
it
money
too.
as you pay, as much money as you pay for that damn thing, it should have come on one.
It has it, but you have to unlock the deck. So when you raise the deck all the way up to the full height position, there's a pin that'll capture that and it'll hold it up there. You have to push the foot pedal down and lift the bar to get it to release. So it'll go down to whatever height you have it set at. And the actuator will actually raise it all the way up or lower it all the way down. But that safety lever keeps it from going down, which is a good thing because there's like a 3-inch lip on the concrete going into the barn.
ouch. Yeah, that'll tear some stuff up real quick.
I think that mower
sounds like our one.
concrete.
That sounds like our 104 at work. It has a electric actuator thing to raise and lower the deck. It's actually hydraulic. It's not electric, but when you raise it all the way up, it has a capture that catches the thing, and then you can hit the down button and it'll set it on that lock. You just have to lift it up a second and pull up on that release and then let it go down.
I noticed a lot of commercial zero turns with the decks, fabricated decks have that system.
Yeah.
And she wants me to move the seat forward on that mower. And when I sit on it, my feet rest against the footrest bend on the platform. When she sits on it, her feet barely reach the platform itself.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I thought that mower's like the size of a Volkswagen or something. I don't know.
Well, Kathy, it just sounds like he needs to buy you the next size model down so it fits you, so you can
Yeah,
tag
that's
team mow.
That's what I was about to say. He needs one that he can modify just for her.
She wants a Ryobi, but she wants the tractor style and not the zero turn style.
Oof. Yeah, we had a little lady come into Walmart, and she wasn't driving a small pickup truck. This thing was lifted about 36 inches off the ground. I was thinking, when I seen the truck, I was thinking, some young cats done got them a new vehicle. I mean, it was shiny, clean. You couldn't find a speck of dirt on this thing nowhere. Opened up the door, and here comes out this 4'9" lady. She couldn't have been anything under 65 years old. I looked at her and I looked at that truck. I said, ma'am, I hate to ask this, and I know I'm going to look stupid, but is that your truck? She said, yeah, I just bought it today. I said, oh, my God. She said, no, what you should have been looking at was the guy that at the dealership when I walked in there with the cash money to buy the truck. I said, okay. She said his jaw hit the floor because I brought it in the briefcase. I told him exactly the truck that I wanted to get, and I wanted it today with no questions asked.
I bought Tabitha a Camaro right after we got married, and we had a car wash. We owned 2 car washes at the time. And the girl at the bank had been there for years, and she was my ex-sister-in-law, so she didn't like me too much anyway. And when I got the loan, she got kind of mad about it. I don't know why. I wasn't married to her sister anymore, but anyhow, she always gave me a bunch of grief when I would, because I would go in the bank and pay my car payment with cash. And she mailed off to me in there one day, and I said, well, all right, I'll fix her. So the next month I come around, I carried $723 worth of quarters and 2 5-gallon buckets into the bank. Put them up on the counter. She said, what is that? I said, that's my car payment. She says, I don't have to accept that. I said, if you refuse this payment, you can consider that loan paid in full. That is a law.
Yeah.
She said, well, I'm not going to accept this. I said, you better get the president of the bank out here because I have this on video. Tabitha was standing behind me videoing this. And I said, that car is fixing to be paid for in full and ain't damn thing y'all can do about it. And he come out there and he said, he looked at me and he said, we don't usually accept these kind of payments. I said, are you refusing a payment? Well, no, sir. I said, then this is the way you're going to get your payment as long as she is working the counter when I come in here.
Mm.
And at that time, the bank didn't have automatic rollers and stuff. They had an automatic counter. She could pour them in the counter, but she had to physically roll all of those quarters.
She's lucky you didn't bring it all in pennies.
Well, we own the car wash. I mean, it operates on quarters.
Yeah.
So every month from thereafter, I would call the bank and see who was working the front counter that day, and if she was working the front counter, they got that payment in quarters.
Mm. Welcome back, Harold. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to jump up.
I went in there one day, made a $2,500 deposit into my checking account with quarters.
Ooh.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna jump off here. I got an early morning tomorrow, and it's getting late here. So
Sounds like it, Ed. Sounds like you're going to be underneath the car lift all day tomorrow.
for a little bit, probably.
I wish you looking on that.
Oh, I got a slick method of pulling them bolts out of there, so I've never really had a problem with them. It's a lot. The way they're set up, it's just a lot of hand ratcheting. You can't get an impact or anything up in there. So
Well,
I got a cutting
wear
torch.
leather.
You gonna use it?
what's that?
I got a cutting torch. You gonna use it?
Oh, I got the cutting torch and stuff. I got
Just cut your hole in the fender. It'll be easy to get to then.
Yeah.
I got cutting up there. I got a cutting torch, plasma cutter, grinders, cordless and corded. Got the MIG welders. Oh yeah, we can do it.
I think I'm gonna follow Ed.
Yeah. I'm about ready to turn it off anyway because not everybody that's going to watch it is going to be watching it later on anyway.
I had
I'll
two
see everybody in
ATVs.
the chat. Everybody in the chat. Everybody on the panel. I'm beat. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah,
All right.
remember, not
I'm
next Friday, but the Friday after, we're going to be back here on David's channel. We're going to alternate every Friday night between Stacy's channel and David's.
Yep.
Y'all don't forget you got 2 days left to get your entry in for the Twitch at $10 challenge. If y'all want to extend it, y'all let me know. But as of right now, it ends on the 13th. With that being said, good night, folks.
Yep. Night, everybody. I'm out too.
Night, guys.
Good night, everybody.